Hi, everybody. It's Dee Slater with Create with Dee. Welcome to our Wednesday morning lives. Thank you for joining, whether you watch live or you watch the replay. I really appreciate you being here. I look forward to this time every week where we can sit back, have a little creative time together, and hopefully this is something that I can bring to you each week that can inspire you. So as always, as you come on, if you'd like to say hello and where you're from, and please comment along the way, whether again you're watching live or the replay on that. Well, today I've got a really pretty stationery set that features the Winter Meadows Designer Paper from Stampin UP. So it's a little note card box. We're going to decorate it all up on the inside, so the inside's just as pretty as the outside. I love these type of projects, especially this time of the year. We're always looking for hostess thank yous. The holidays are coming up, whether it's Thanksgiving or harvest gatherings, Christmas time, office coworkers, whatever. It's kind of nice to have these done up ahead of time. And then when those opportunities present themselves, you're ready to go. Also, I thought I would just share with everybody that you'll be seeing a lot more of me, whether it's here popping on with some videos or if you're on my newsletter, that you'll see some more opportunities. So I just want to kind of tell a little bit about what's going on, what you can expect from me going forward. There's at least 7 different ways that you can interact with me during the month. I have our weekly lives here on Wednesday mornings. I have 2 classes that will be online classes to go. These are going to mirror the local classes that I do with my local stampers. I'm going to start routinely offering those online as kits to go or a PDF. And then also my creative club is a monthly thing. So however you want to come and stamp with me, I'd really, really appreciate it. All right. So let's get started with today's thing. I'll turn the camera around and we'll get going. All right. So again, if you'd like to say hi as you come on, but we are going to make this cute little stationery set that uses note cards. And I'm featuring the designer paper of the Winter Meadows, as well as the shimmer paper. So a set of 4 note cards that you can have ready to go to gift. This would also make a great craft fair item. If you do craft fairs, this could be something that you could offer. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get making this. Let's go ahead and we'll do our stamping here first. All right, we'll get the stamping elements done, and then that way when we go to assemble everything, we'll be all set. So I'm going to be, besides the Winter Meadows Designer Paper, I am going to be using the Christmas Classic Bundle. And let's go ahead and we'll get some of these done here. It's just as the name applies, it's a Christmas classic. So, we've got Deck the Halls, Peace on Earth, Tidings of Joy. What I'm going to be using here today is the Deck the Halls and Tidings of Comfort and Joy. So in this bundle, we get these awesome dies that are layering, and this is how sometimes I do it. I take a photo of it. But these layering dies here are great. We've got all of the pretty doodads here on it. And I'm using this die and this die here for the labels to start with. And of all things, I am using Blueberry Bushel for our ink color here today. I'm pulling that Blueberry Bushel out of the designer paper, and I think it makes for an unexpected ink color that we can use for our projects. Okay, so this is Tidings of Comfort and Joy. that inked up. And again, this is a label that's in part of that set. I really like the font on this. So again, as you're coming on, if you want to say hi, I'd really appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to do 2 in that one. And I'm going to do 2 of our note card set in the Deck the Halls. Such a modern font. Love it. And then lastly, what will be the main part of our, or the top part of our note card stationery set is the season's greetings. Get that inked up. And we'll put that on here. Again, that's with Blueberry Bushel. Okay, and then let's see here. I do want to stamp on the inside, but I think I'll wait on that for a little bit. Okay. All right, this will help get us prepped for our goodies here. All right, the first thing we want to do is we're going to make our note card box. And just for, you can do this with your scoring tool on your trimmer. I like using my Simply Scored for the videos here because I can do it a little faster. For our note card box, it's going to be an all-in-one thing here, meaning that the lid is attached. And we are going to score this along, starting out, it's a piece of basic white, thick basic white cardstock, 7.5 by 10 1/4. And along the 7.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1 inch and at 6.5. So basically an inch from each side. We're going to turn it towards on the long side at the 10 1/4, and we are going to score it at 1 inch, 4 3/4, 5 3/4, and at 9.5. Whoops, get that. There we go. Okay. Now I have a few tips on when we trim these up here. Okay, so what we're going to do, I kind of show this. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of bring this up so that we can see the score lines a little better. So on when you have the 10 1/4 inch side here, the smaller one, the smaller tab, this is the inch, this is the 1/2 or the 3/4 inch. This is going to be our lid here, okay? This area here are going to be our sides. So just kind of keep that in mind as we go along. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we can this is the lid. So we're going to totally remove the corners. You may have seen me make this stationery box in previous videos. It might just be a nice little reminder on it. It's one of my favorites for the note cards. And then what I want to do is I want to angle cut this so that it tucks in a little nicer, as well as we're going to angle cut this side here. Again, that's just to help the lid tuck a little more. All right, next we've got our tabs here. And I'm going to do this. I am going to, angle cut or miter cut the tabs here. And then this is still the lid, so I can take a little bit of that off. And let's do the other side too. So cut up to follow the score lines and take a little bit off of just the tab. And then what will be the lid, we'll take a little bit off. All right, what we want to do is, this is going to be our bottom of our note card. I want to keep the sides at the full side. I don't want to angle cut this part of it. So again, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up, and I can cut the tab, but don't angle cut this section here. It's just going to make it look nice and flush when we put the box together. So again, we're going to bring this side, follow the score lines, and then we can angle cut and angle cut. Okay, so let me just kind of show you what that looks like here. See how this keeps it straight? That's what we want, so that the box sides are flush. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll assemble the box. And I'll get my bone folder. So how's everybody doing here this morning? Hopefully everything's coming across fine. Love it if you'd say hello. Let me know where you're from if you want. I don't know if my comments are working. It looks like something's a little bit off there. All right, so you could use tear and tape here on the flaps. And I think what I'm going to do is use some liquid glue. And so I'm going to turn inward all of the tabs. Again, you can use tear and tape. I'm going to use liquid glue just probably for the little speed of the video here of our class. All right, so now we're going to bring, we want to bring the tabs in to make our box bottom. Okay, so I'm bringing in the tabs inside, lining up the edges. And now you can see where, like, why we wanted to keep those sides straight. Now I have a nice right angle on my boxes, on my box bottom. So again, we'll bring the sides up. And the fourth one. So if nothing else, you've just have seen how to make this cute little box. Love it. All right, but we've got some decorating to do. So let's go ahead and now let's bring in our designer paper. I'll put our box off to the side. And get my elements all here. Again, out of the note card and envelopes, there's 20 that come in a pack. I'm using 4 here today. You could put 5 in there as well if you would like. It's totally up to you. Let's see. Yep, that's that one. It's going to be the inside. Got some extras action going on there. All right, let's see here. All right, so what we're going to do is, this is going to be for the lid of our box here. And I've got, and actually I'm going to use 3 pieces of our cardstock. So for the Blueberry Bliss, what I have is I have 3 pieces of, again, or not Blueberry Bliss, but Blueberry Bushel. We are going to need 3 of these at 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then the Winter Meadows Designer Paper, this is 5 by 3 1/4. So let's go ahead and put that on. Hi, Casey. Thanks for saying hi. Hope you're having a great morning. Did you have any snow flurries yesterday? Here in Northeast Indiana, we had a few little snow flurries. All right, we can put that on. And then I also have a layering piece of basic white. Again, that we're going to do the card box here, the note card box. So again, we've got our Blueberry Bushel cardstock that I talked about. Here I've got some basic white cut at 5 and 3 3/4. So let's go ahead and we're going to get our ink back again. Because what I like to do is make this as like we can decorate the inside of it too to make it pretty. So this is all from the Classic Christmas stamp set and bundle. So I'm going to put the Christmas here. And then get the Merry and get that lined up. This is also where, if you wanted to, if you were going to gift it, before you glue this onto the inside of it, like if you wanted to write any personal message, you could do that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down here. Oh, very cold though. I know after we had kind of a warm week, actually just a few days ago was almost a record high. And then 4 days later, we had snow. Okay, so this is all going to be for decorating our box. So these 3 pieces. What I like to do is add a little accent here to the bottom of the box. You could also add another layer of the designer paper to it if you'd like. And once you've made one of these, like putting the, you could almost do this before you assemble the box, but I wanted you to see where everything went here. All right. And this will be what we'll put on the inside. So just a little surprise when they open it up. And then this is going to be our box top, our decor for the box. You could use, I'm using liquid glue. You could use Stampin' Seal Plus, tear and tape, whatever your adhesive of choice is. So such a pretty pattern. I absolutely love this pattern that's in the paper pack. But you could go ahead and do a variety of paper from any of the paper packs if you replicate this, this note card here. All right, so then what we're going to do is, this is some fine shimmer paper. And I love this green tone. Look how pretty that's going to be here for our box top. And I'm just going to add the season's greetings onto that. This particular die looks like it would be really hard to die cut, but it's not. It's like the elements pop out of it so easily. I love it. So a nice sparkle here for our holidays. And we're going to add some dimensionals. Now, if you happen to save your the ends here on your dimensional, your foam dots, this is actually a perfect thing to use for this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you that these long labels that you might like to use and pop up with a foam dot, take the sides of our dimensionals, and that makes a perfect layering, well, not layering, but the dimensionals for that. So you've got a nice supported layer. So use up those sides. And I'm going to put this right here in the center. So pretty. And so we're going to kind of mirror this look for our note cards. So again, the note cards come pre-scored and everything. You get the note cards and the envelopes. One of the questions I often get is like it's a little smaller size than normal. And then what we think of with our traditional, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. Yes, these can so be mailed. So this is also, if you wanted to, you could also maybe add a book of stamps in here if you were gifting it to somebody, or at least pre-stamp, put a postage stamp on the envelopes. That would be super nice. All right, so now we're going to do, I'm just sticking with the same pattern. That's the same pattern sheet of paper. I'm not going to mix up the design on it, just kind of showing a coordinated look on this. And the layering pieces for this, I'm going to need 4 cardstock pieces. These are 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Again, that's our blueberry bushel, and our Winter Meadows Designer Paper is 4 1/2 by 3. So I'm going to go ahead and glue all of those down. And in fact, as I was talking about putting a stamp on it, I think I'm going to, this will be my second set that I'm making. I have my sample and then this one. And my mom loves, like, she's my greeting card sender. Like, she just is always saying, like, Dee, I need this or that as far as a card to send somebody. And I'm happy to make her one. Or like get it from my stash that I have. But I think I really like the idea of just adding a stamp to the envelopes and just encouraging whoever we gift it to that they could actually mail a little note to somebody if they wanted to. All right, so we got one more set here, or one more. So just kind of showing you that, like, once you have all of the materials cut and prepped, that I think you could sit down and make several of these for, for gifts, for thank yous. If you do craft fairs, this would be a cute little craft fair, item that you could have to, to sell with using this designer paper and the note card set. All right, so. And just look, if you didn't do anything else on that, look how cute of a note card that paper is. Cute. Love it. Also, this is a great way, if you have a sheet or two of in your pack of paper left over that you haven't made your holiday cards or your greeting cards with, or that, you have that couple of sheets to use up. This is another project that would be great to use for those ones and twosies sheets of paper in your designer series pack. All right, you can just see how I'm just layering that. It just mats right down on there, and one more to go. So I think the blueberry bushel color, again, is kind of a surprising color that isn't expected, and I think it makes it a little more unique in the way that we can gift it. All right, so now we've got our sentiments that we're going to add. I'm going to do this in bulk, or in a, well, not bulk, but just kind of in a little assembly line process. And I'm going to put 4 dimensionals on here. And we'll get those on. I've so excited about showing you guys this project, and I'm just probably an hour away from finalizing and posting November's Creative Club. That's my monthly online class kit that you can subscribe to and get a monthly kit in the mail. I'm having such fun with that, and I've been getting really good responses that people are loving it. So if that's something that you're interested in, please check out that information. I've got it here on the videos. And if you haven't already, I welcome you to subscribe to my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, join my newsletter list. Any way that you would like to just get notifications when I have a new project or got something going on in creating things with you. Okay, I think I've got all of those backings off now. Also with the fine shimmer paper and from the dies in that set, I've made 4 of the holly leaves and then 4 of these other little leaf things on it. And what I like to do is when I make these note cards, you can go ahead and make each one a little different, but I like kind of the assembly line that, like, I just kind of followed the same design for all of them. Now I'm putting these a little high and at an angle because it needs to stay within the frame of the note card here. I don't want it to be too far out. And you can do, like you could do it this way, or you could do it horizontal or vertical. And just whichever way you do it, just kind of stage your little leaf accents on that. So what I did is I took one of the smaller ones and in the upper corner here, or the little airy ones, I should say, and I'm just putting it right on the back of the dimensional. And then that's going to keep my leaf accents in place. So I'm going to do 2 Deck the Halls and 2 Tidings of Comfort and Joy. You could do, you know, there's 3 different sentiments that would work with this one in there. I just chose the 2 right now just to kind of make it an even number. So a 2 and 2 on it. And we'll do this. Oops. Let's hit that sticky part of it. So I just kind of have them all looking the same on the note cards. And we got one more step here, and that is we are going to add a little rhinestone bling to these. Kind of bring in one of the samples here that I've done. So here I've got some that are colored rhinestones that I've colored in the green tones, and some here in the blue tones. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends. I'm using the light shaded spruce, and I'm using the dark azure afternoon on that. You can, the tones of the blends, between the dark and the light, the colors have a lot of variety with it. So if one of the Stampin' Up! Colors does not have a blend with it, just try to find a dark or a light one that's close with it. And the rhinestones kind of pick up a tone more than the exact color on it. All right, so I'm using 2 of the blue with each of them. So I need a total of 8 of the blue. And then I'm using a total of 3 of the green tone. This is the shaded spruce. So I'm going to need 12. And as you can see, I'm just coloring these before I put them onto my card. Just that easy. Whoops. And we'll get these, and then I'll do a little close-up here. So I don't know if you can tell there, I try to get the light, but those are a green tone and a blue tone. I'm going to get my take your pick tool. I'll just do a few of these here, and then I'll do the rest off camera, and I'll show you like how you can mix and match it just a little bit. So if you want to, I put 3 on the white label part, and you can just kind of spread those around however that you'd like. I'm going to do 2 up in the corner on this one, and 1 down in the corner here. And then on the blue rhinestones, just kind of add a few in the paper. And I'll pull this up. And then it's just something else that can help catch the light and add a little sparkle, especially for holiday cards. You know, that's what we want. I'll do the rest off camera, but let me show you the where I did this. So here's like Tidings of Joy. Actually, I went with 3 and 3 on this one. So you can add as much bling as what you want, but that's how I position those. Here's some that I just kind of sprinkle around there. I've got these lined up here on Deck the Halls. And where's my other one? Oh, I think I showed it to you. Here we go. And then I put 3 up here kind of to mirror a little holly on it. All right, let me go ahead and turn the camera back around. So I hope that you enjoyed the video here today, the class on making our stationery box with note cards. Sure to please anybody that you gift this to this holiday season. I will have the host code for this week on here. If it's something that you want to place any orders, you need anything, and use my host code. I've got a brand new pack of rhinestone plus at least 4 to 5 greeting cards that I'm going to put with this so that you can enjoy the rhinestones on whatever project that you have and then get some inspiration from some of the cards. Before I go, I'll just ask you if there's anything in here that you liked or had a little tip or anything. I would really appreciate a thumbs up, like, a heart on it, and as always, please leave me a comment to let me know if you like this project or if you plan on using it. All right, well, thank you for those that joined me live, and thank you for those that are going to watch the replay. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.